Namaste, angels. This is the weekly love reading for the period of the 13th, which is today, Sunday, through the 19th, Saturday to come. We're starting out with the dice and 29, all about spiritual partnership. I had a feeling because you got to see the way it came up during the general. Also, stay in bed, which came up during the general. And it's 50-50, which came up during the general, even though you saw me just drop these. So now I'm going to give them another official shake. And Spirit still says it's 50-50. So something will go either way, or there's a need for balance, or for more than one party to contribute. Speaking of party, Spirit says party. And romantic dinner. Somebody could be going Dutch on a dinner or something, which would be maybe considered non-traditional for some, because traditionally, at least when I was coming up, it was the man that paid for dates. We didn't go Dutch, and the Hierophant is all about tradition. That's why I started to talk like that. And this is about not wanting to ruffle any feathers or do anything atypical or non-traditional in terms of relationships or contracts and commitments this week, even if you are part of what's considered a non-traditional relationship, an alternative lifestyle or something. This week, you are sort of living within the lines, the boxes, to the best, of your ability, to the extent that you can, as a non-traditional relationship, because again, you're just not wanting to ruffle any feathers or do anything different or piss anybody off or, follow or live by anything other than your standard belief systems. The next card is in reverse, so I'm just going to take this Hierophant. It does represent the planet Venus and the sign of Taurus, which she rules. Venus this week enters the sign of Sagittarius, and it's going to make way for a lot of wonderful stuff for us. So when I open to throw the card back in the deck, just want you to see, I open to Major Arcana card 13, Death, which represents the sign of Sagittarius. Sitting atop Major Arcana card 1, the Magician, which represents the sign of Gemini. And the Six of Cups, also up right behind them. Soulmate relationships, people from your past. Abundance with the King of Pentacles, and maybe the connection, or one of these connections here is having something to do with, again, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Opportunity may knock for somebody of that group for a partnership to happen. We could end up celebrating, or we could end up still feeling stuck and chained to our situations if we are afraid to take a risk and a leap forward toward our own happiness, is what this says here. Put all these back. I'm going to do one more. And we now open to the Queen of Pentacles, which is also a Taurus most directly, as well as perhaps a Virgo or Capricorn or someone likened to those traits or attributes. This is somebody, whether she's an earth sign or not, who is wanting to make her environment more comfortable for her lifestyle, her house, her surroundings, people, places, and things with which she surrounds herself more comfortable for her, where she can be happy, she can be content. She's done being in the space and energy where she was feeling like she lacked, or maybe she actually lacked. She's done with that, whatever it was, and she's receiving, she's abundant, she's open to it, and she knows that her life is turned around in some sort of respect with the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. I'm going to cut now. Make one or two more with this. This is kind of thick. And that brings us now to the Three of Wands in reverse as a new overall energy, sitting atop the Page of Cups also in reverse, and the star, which represents the sign of Aquarius behind that. Sagittarius energy, wishes and dreams coming true. King of Swords. So, like I said, there is a transit with Venus this week entering Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. And then there is also Saturn also enters. Saturn enters. Was it Sagittarius also? No, Saturn enters Aquarius. Saturn, ruler of Capricorn, enters Aquarius this week. I think there were 2 Aquarian transits and 2 Sagittarius transits, if I remember correctly. In any case, I'm going to pull one card for each element now, beginning with fire and the sign, because the sign of Aries is what starts off the zodiac. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is your card. It is the 2 of Cups is back upright this time, and that is your card for love and relationship this week. Beautiful. Surrounded by, no. The earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your card is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queens of Swords. What is our card? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Our card is the Queen of Wands, upright. And last but not least, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your card is the Ace of Cups, upright. Beautiful. And your own energy, of course. All about emotional fulfillment, new beginnings, birth, maybe even of an actual baby. We'll get more into that in a second. Just thinking of that Hierophant again, it could be talking about us wanting to get back to normal with some sort of relationship where there had been trouble, because our overall energy, the 3 of Wands here, can definitely mean that there was some recent difficulty in a love relationship that may be coming to an end. And if we're looking for love, we're single, then somebody that may try to start a relationship with us might not be our usual type, but we're still going to want to give this person a chance, and we may be very pleasantly surprised if we do. So that's kind of, I guess that would be considered non-traditional, because they might not be our type. But we're guided to go by the old cliche, maybe. Don't judge a book by its cover. So that could be something that's considered traditional. Give them a shot, give them a chance, and see how it works out. So moving to the first element, the fire, especially for Aries and Sagittarius. I mean, Leo too, because it's your card too, but I'm saying especially for Aries and Sagittarius, because those two experience major transits this week. Again, there are a few, I think at least 2 bodies, 3 bodies, I believe, because one is the moon, that enter Sagittarius this week. Venus, the moon, and there's another planet, if I remember correctly. Juno, the asteroid, which is very similar to Venus. It's another mother energy. It's another like wife energy, and it's considered the soulmate asteroid that moves into Sagittarius as well. So that's where I said you guys, I feel it strongly for you because of those transits. And then Aries, speaking of asteroids, Chiron, the wounded healer, who can heal everybody but himself, has not only been located in your sign forever and will be located in your sign for like a long time to come. It's been in and out of Aries, but mostly in since like 2019, and is supposed to stay there till like 2027. Again, in and out, but mostly in. But not only has it been there since 2019, it's been retrograde for like a year. So finally going direct, Chiron is. And so your energy may be freeing up, Sagittarius freeing up a lot of new, exciting movement for both of you. So I think that definitely this, you guys should, it's minor arcana. So like when you're talking about minor versus major, you say, major, at least the way I read my cards, is like karmic energy. So we're going to experience this energy somehow. It is of the universe. We have no control over it. We're definitely going to experience it somehow. And then minor, you say like you very well may experience it if it pops up in the reading, but you might not. And so in terms of that, I think if anybody's going to, it's going to be an Aries and or a Sagittarius that experiences 2 of Cups. But again, it is for any of you, sun, moon, rising. And the card is totally about balance, partnerships. So it's 50-50, like the dice said. Yes, totally. Spiritual partnerships, commitment, like the Hierophant, maybe even getting married this week or engaged or something, if not entering a regular commitment, deciding to date or something. True love, forgiveness, healing of a, some sort of relationship that, again, there haven't been difficulty in it, maybe. Now there is healing, there are apologies. And that doesn't mean that now you can, like, because the Two of Cups shows up for you, where things are getting better or things are good, that you can, say or do any old thing in a love relationship and it's going to remain that way. No, we still have to, commit ourselves to working on our relationships and communicating and keeping things, healthy. But there is the makings here for a love relationship that can really last. And again, maybe it's some sort of really deep, like, soulmate or something connection. If we're single and looking for love, then this is also a signal for us that's super positive, that says it's very likely to be headed our way real soon, like sooner rather than later. So get ready, because again, it's still going to be like that real deal kind of love. So moving on to the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your card is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And this is a funny one. Obviously, it can mean that an air sign is involved in this connection, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Or perhaps some of you are like a Taurus, Gemini, or a Virgo, Libra, or a Capricorn, Aquarius. You're a Cuspian or something. So the air is your own energy, or this is how one of the transits is showing up in your life. It's resulting in the Queen of Swords in reverse showing up here for you. But what the card means is that your memory of what happened or what was said in a romantic, situation or relationship may not be the reality of what really went down. And you need to be open to hearing your love interest or your partner's point of view. If you're single and looking for love, then it also means you'll have to work harder than usual to try to understand other people's perspectives. So you have to try to look at it like an air sign, especially like a Gemini. We have this like unique, pretty unique, fairly unique at least, because Aquarius can do it a little bit too, ability of being like super diplomatic in terms of being able to look at all sides of a situation and give a fair assessment of each side, even if it's not our side, and then deciding or giving our opinion of what's what based on, like a fair assessment of everything. So that's what you have to be willing to do, like take on that sort of positive trait of the Gemini and be willing to really hear, not just like listen, which is positive enough, but also like really genuinely hear your partner's point of view. Or this person that you're interested in, their point of view. And if there is, something that you don't understand, then you need to ask. Don't assume. Definitely don't assume this week. You need to ask. And if there's something that they're telling you they don't understand, they're not clear on, then you need to explain again more clearly. Make sure your communication is effective this week, earth signs. Moving on to the Queen of Wands and us air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a super positive omen in the context of love and relationships. If we're looking for love, then it can mean that we're going to meet somebody that is not only, this is somebody who's like genuinely suitable for you. This is a real match. This is like a professional, well, I don't even know if they're good. I was going to say professional matchmaker did it. But yeah, this is like the professional matchmaker did it, and the professional matchmaker's name is Jesus of Nazareth. You know what I mean? It's like, this is not something that could be, this is like this is the perfect person for you. And sometimes there can be more than one perfect person for us, like, more than one soulmate or whatever. And this is at least one of them. This is somebody who is truly suitable for you. And you just may not be feeling like you're in the mood to be single right now. You're in the mood to be on your own or alone. Maybe it's COVID, you got locked down. And it's like, check in on your friends that don't have an in-house bay, and you want one. That's been you lately, or it's getting cold, it's cuffing season, or whatever the case may be. It's just a feeling of like, I'm not in the mood to be on my own right now. So if that's the case, get out and mingle and meet somebody. Maybe get yourself online or something, social media or a dating service or whatever, and meet somebody that way. Because it's like, if we are willing to put out the energy and do some of the work, the universe wants to help to bring us the love and support that we're seeking and we want and we need right now. Of course, if you're already in a relationship and the Queen of Wands shows up, it's just, expect things to get a whole lot, better. That's all. More deeper commitments, more effective communication, the next level from wherever you are. You're moving up. The relationship is progressing. All of those wonderful things. And last but not least, for the water signs, the Ace of Cups is your card. And this is a card that's all about not only new beginnings, but emotional fulfillment. Maybe more importantly, it's an excellent omen in terms of love. Either if you're single or in an existing relationship, you already got one, then again, it's going to turn a lot better, deeper commitment, all of that stuff, similar to what I said about the Queen, but just, kick it up a notch. And it's a deeper level of understanding between each other too. So that helps in the area of a deeper commitment as well. And any important aspect of your relationship, just expect it to get better. It will just feel almost like a new, fresh, encouraging start. I watched this show the other day, and it was like a dating show. Well, it wasn't a dating show. It was a show about these couples. It's like a reality show. I think it was on OWN. It was on Friday night. I think it was OWN, and something ring. I think it was called Put a Ring on It. Put a Ring on It. Yes, that's the name of it. And these couples are already together, but they have problems, and so there's this doctor who looks like she might be related to the Rashads, but I don't know if she is, like one of the, like Felicia Rashad, and Debbie Allen, like those sisters. She looks kind of like them. She reminds me of my mother a little bit too, because she always has a ponytail, like this big, long, thick, wavy head ponytail, and that's how my mother always wore her hair too, or wears her hair. Anyway, and this woman is a doctor, I think, some sort of like psychologist, and the way that she helps them, their treatment, their therapy, in getting closer together and deciding if they're going to put a ring on it and be together forever or move on, is by sending them on dates with other people. And one of the women talked about how the guy that she's been dating outside of her relationship, as part of the show, when she's with him, it just feels so effortless and feels brand new and exciting. And that's how she felt, when she first met the mate that she's with now. They've been together for 9 years. So that's gotten kind of stale. But this talks about the Ace of Cups. I say all that to say the Ace of Cups talks about even like a 9-year relationship, being able to get that feeling back, like that new car smell back with the Ace of Cups. This can also be, again, something really beautiful happening between the two of you this week. Maybe, again, the birth of a baby, a new home, cohabitation, commitment, marriage, engagement, whatever is going to make you feel like completely emotionally fulfilled and happy. There's the potential for any and all of those things to go down. So on top of that, for everybody, a little bit extra, some more clarification. Beginning with the Six of Pentacles, your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, to acquire wise loans, or to receive a grant or scholarship in return for heaven's blessing. So this is heaven blessing you, giving you some sort of assistance from the universe. Maybe not financially, maybe in love instead. But however it is, when this card shows up, there is a guidance for you to also, like, if you're blessed, then be a blessing somehow, whether it's a donation of time or energy or money or however you can, to another, like paying it forward. Be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money, or time or money to reputable charities. Also upright is the Seven of Swords. This is a week where you need to take risks. Go after these things that you want. Put in the effort to pursue them. Caution will help you to avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. You will not have peace of mind if you have an opportunity, if you're presented with an opportunity to go after something you want and you don't take it. So that's what this is a card of, that's warning you against your lack of confidence, your lack of esteem, that's keeping you away from potentially, from an opportunity that's presented to you. Don't be afraid to take risks. Be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. So this could be other people trying to prevent you from getting an opportunity. Talk you out of it, gossip about you, tell a fake, mislead people about you. This is a card that says that if we work toward what we want, we get it. This is a card of reaping what you've sown. So this is the one that's about putting the effort in, like I've been saying. It's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. Also upright is the Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration, also about being social. So again, if you're single and looking, getting out and mingling, or going online and doing some, getting into online dating, or into sort of group on social media and talking to people, something, a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement, and the need to have more fun. The next card is the Queen of Swords, and she is in reverse. So I'm just going to move this out of the way and mix these up a little bit more. We don't care if they're upside down or sideways or whatever, and we're just going to mix them up totally randomly and pick them up totally randomly too. Put some on top, some on the bottom, some in the middle, whatever, okay? We want to see what is meant for us. Seven of Cups, a complex decision. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. Maybe about a heart versus head decision. Again, if you're being guided towards something, don't let your mind get in the way, your thoughts get in the way, or fears get in the way. That can be your mind of what your heart is telling you to do. The Lovers is also a card that is about true love, potentially too, if it's not about a heart versus head decision. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. The Lovers represents the sign of Gemini most directly, but we do have two cards here right off the bat of that have to do with making a decision. This one is about wishes being granted, dreams coming true, prayers being answered. Your wish comes true, it says. Concerns fade away and you have a love of life. And the next card is in reverse. So something for which we prayed, we've asked for, an opportunity comes our way, and now are we going to actually decide to leap at it or not? That's the question. So again, I'm going to pull 4 cards. The first one for the fire signs, and it is the Three of Swords. I think, again, I mentioned this could be about forgiveness and apologies. I think there is something having to do with in the past there was some sort of problem, and there's an opportunity, as I mentioned, opportunity to fix it, or to repair the situation. So I'm going to pull another card for the fire signs. I like to pull the next upright card. Can you see this? Let me move this out of the way again so you can see what I'm doing. So the next card is in reverse, so I don't want to use that one. I'll give it to them for advice, and I'll give that for advice. I'm not going to use this one, so I'll put it over here. All right, so this is the next upright card. So this will clarify the Three of Swords, which I'm saying is from the past. And again, I said there's a need for them to take a risk and to leap at healing this opportunity. And then here is that card that I just spoke of a moment ago about not missing your chance. Okay, so that's the reconfirmation that I was seeking. The fire signs is probably going to be something. It doesn't have to be the same person coming back to your life, very well can be, but what this Three of Swords can be representing is just the fact that you had, some sort of difficulty in love or hurt in a relationship, and this is about you being, ready to jump back in or not. And the universe is guiding you toward jumping back in because you could really have happiness now if you consider yourself ready to love. That was another show I watched this week. For the... I said I'll use this for advice. I already put it there. But why did I set these aside too? I should have used them for these other cards. But for whatever reason I didn't. So I'm going to pull from the cards that are in my hand, this deck. This is for the earth signs. You started with the Queen of Swords. Now you got the King of Swords. He is brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice and balance mental and emotional considerations. So as I told you, your card was about effective communication. And there we have a reconfirmation of that as well. For us earth signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, our card is the Knight of Wands. Now we started with the Queen and now we got the Knight. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. The Knight of Swords, like the Queen, is potentially an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is significant, or someone like into those traits or attributes that is significant to our situation. Knight of Wands also about opportunity. Maybe we need to make a decision again as to whether or not we're going to leap at this opportunity. It says, right, sudden event, it needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. You're going to jump at it, going to go for it, or you're not. And last but not least, for the water signs, clarifying the Ace of Cups, you too have got a Queen of Wands. She is confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So this too is telling you to jump at it, to not be afraid, to have the confidence in yourself that you can pursue your dreams. So we will give some advice here. We started out with these cards, and now I'll look for one from the other deck. But I do want to see what these two cards I laid over here on the side were, because that's weird. I don't know why I did that. One, it's another Three of Swords, and it is the Moon. And I don't know why I feel like this has something to do with an actual, maybe it's tied to you guys. You already got a Three of Swords. Here's another one. That's probably why they had me put it on the side. They're like, don't give them another Three of Swords. Don't clarify their Three of Swords with another Three of Swords, please. The falling out or hurt, separation, loss that occurred to the fire sign may have happened around what I'm feeling was a full moon. And it is around now this new moon in Sagittarius that occurs on the 14th of the month that is going to help you to get that fresh start that you need. So that's what these two cards mean. I think they were for you also. All right, so now for the advice for those of you who consider yourself among the masculine archetype, your card is Major Arcana card 3, the Empress, more Venus, and the signs that she rules, Libra, Taurus, Gemini. Time to hop into action, as I keep saying. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. This is also a card potentially of the birth of new ideas and things, including actual babies, pregnancy, a good time to work on getting pregnant if that's something that you're interested in, especially if you've been having difficulty. Feminine, our card is, there's more wands here. There's the Ace of Wands, a wonderful new opportunity that presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, like all of a sudden you have this opportunity for an Ace of Cups. You have an opportunity for a Queen of Wands. You have an opportunity for the Two of Cups. You weren't ready, but it's here. It may come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action. You're still going to want to pursue it, even if you weren't expecting it, and passionately pursue every possibility that's here for you. And masculine, it may be something from your past or someone from your past that is revisiting you when this happens with the Six of Cups, or a soulmate. This is also a soulmate card. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, and perhaps romanticizing the past. And last but not least, for the feminine, our card, it is more Sagittarius energy. It is Major Arcana card 19, the Sun. And I just remembered that the Sun will be completely eclipsed, is a total eclipse of the Sun on the 14th, the same day as the Sagittarius new moon. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success if you have confidence in yourself. So again, this is about not fearing, not letting anything hold you back, and jumping at these opportunities that are coming at us in both our, general lives and now in our love lives as well. So if you watch the general, you see that I even named the reading Nothing But Means an Opportunity. We got like 3 aces and more than once. They repeated themselves, just all kinds of wonderful energy. And that I think is coming from Jupiter and Venus, to bless us this week. So I do hope you get to take advantage of some of that and enjoy it. Be blessed by it so you can be a blessing to someone else also. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment on the videos. I do try to comment back to anybody that makes a comment to me. And also in terms of subscribing, if you could please hit both the subscribe button and the bell button. That is supposed to help to ensure that you receive your notifications. I do appreciate it. Namaste.